What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike. Today I'm back with a quick update video. I still have COVID. I'll talk about that in a second. But the only reason I'm even out of bed making this video is because I want to celebrate the fact that I finally hit maybe the dumbest goal in human history. I've been trying to grow for years, and when I hit the 200-pound mark, obviously my goal was to, I try to put on like 10 pounds of lean tissue per cycle, or at least that's about what I historically have done. You can see I'm looking nice and full right now. What you're looking at right now is me at 209 pounds. I know it's not 210, but the reason that I actually picked 210 as my goal weight was because when you start growing and you start plugging your body weight and your information into like a BMI calculator, or you go to the doctor, they'll tell you what your body mass index is. And we live in this country where there's so many like obese and morbidly obese people that as I started building muscle, I started noticing obviously my body mass index is going up and up and up. And I just wanted for shits and giggles to achieve a state in life where I classified as being obese on a body mass index and yet have 6 fully visible abs. So this was like this idiotic fucking goal that I set for myself, and it's taking me basically, I got to 200 like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and I was just stuck. I couldn't go any further. And with the addition of the MK677, I have continued to eat like a pig. Admittedly, I upped the dose a little because a couple of days ago during this COVID that I've been fighting off, I started losing weight again. I'd gotten up to 207.5, and then I dropped a couple pounds. I got back to 205. And so I upped the dose on my MK a little bit because the COVID was negatively affecting my diet, and I got up to 209 pounds last night. I may get to 210 officially tonight if I keep eating good. I think I'm done sleeping for a while, so I'm gonna start eating. So yeah, I'm officially obese at 209 pounds with 6 visible abs. Veins all over my body. I finally accomplished it. I think that I would be way more excited if I had any energy level at all. So I'm trying to remember now how long, let's see, this weight gain has been going. I made a short saying that I started MK677. Give me the details, please, on my short. What the fuck? What is the date on this video? Why is it not telling me? January 18th. So today is the 31st. So almost 14 days it took me to gain. I went from 190 to 209 in 13 days. I've had no patience in the comment section, guys. If you've said anything and gotten your head snapped off, I don't feel like fucking listening to anybody's bullshit right now. I've had a bunch of people talking to me about water weight and all this shit, and I know I've said it a million times. Like, I post like a short, and then I get a bunch of randoms that are like not from my channel who haven't followed this progress, and they try to start telling me a bunch of shit, and I just fucking lose it in the comments. I need to just stop responding to comments from unknown people until I fucking get back on my game. But as you can see, I'm not a water balloon. I still have I have no pump at all. But my pecs are actually even looking decent in this video. The other thing I have to report that I'm fucking shocked about, you can see my nipples. I've had 0 Arimidex in a little over a week now. I'm at 300 milligrams of Test E, 300 milligrams of Masteron E, 300 milligrams of Trenbolone E, and I'm getting up to I think I had 25 milligrams of MK677 the other day, trying to spike my appetite again. And I'm having no gyno symptoms, no estrogenic symptoms. My sex drive has come back in full force. Morning wood is back, all the way back. just chronic sexual thoughts throughout the day. I think it's possible that my E2 is actually a little bit high, and and maybe the SERM activity of the Masteron is just keeping me from getting gyno. So if that's the case, I'm about to embark on a whole new journey trying to figure out how my body's actually going to react otherwise to higher levels of estrogen if the SERM is only just blocking me from getting the gyno. So that's going to be really interesting to see. So I'm still running all my gear. I didn't lift. I should have lifted last night. I've been lifting this week during COVID. I've been taking 10 to 12 milligrams of Anavar just to get enough energy to go to the gym. And the last time I did it, I got about 3/4 of my workout completed with good strength. Like, it wasn't a total waste of a lift. But man, it just kicks my ass, and I just wasn't really feeling it. And I felt like, rather than try to crank out one more workout, yesterday would have been back. Back really takes it out of me. It's a lot of work to really hit back hard. There's just a lot of muscle tissue to focus on, and I just fucking I didn't feel like trying to push my body. I'm hoping today I'm on the upswing of this thing. I feel less of the chest irritation and shit. And so I'm hoping that I'm gonna start coming out of this and can get back to the gym. But anyway, I'm gonna keep this short. I'm about to eat dinner. I may try to go live later on just to have something to do. I miss making these videos and talking to you guys. We've been sitting around watching like these fucking shows on HBO. We've been watching Texas Game Wardens. We've been watching Yellowstone Wardens. I could make a whole video about this. I may make a video about this. I've got a lot of cop friends actually from the gym, which is the only reason I typically don't talk about this kind of thing. I don't want to like fuck their shit up. But I got a lot of like bodybuilding friends who I don't want to see their shit get fucked up. It is mind blowing when you watch some of these videos, these cop videos, the number of people who consent to searches of their vehicles. Guys, fucking stop doing that. Never consent to the search of your person or vehicle, ever. I mean, unless you know like 1,000,000% that there's a 0% chance that you or anybody who's ever been in your car could have possibly put something in there that could possibly get you in trouble. And even then, it's like, don't consent to the search, man. Like, I don't think cops really go around planting shit on people, but if they were, they're gonna do it right after you consented to a search and you've given away all your rights. Like, my wife and I just sit and watch these shows laying in bed, and these cops or game wardens will be like, come on now, man, if you're honest with me, we're gonna go easy on you. And I'm like, no, don't tell them, lie, don't tell them. And every time, of course, I'm sure they don't record the cases where the people are smart. The number of people I've watched go to jail and either get massive citations or get arrested. One dude got felon in possession of a firearm, man. That carries a maximum 10-year prison sentence. All because this dude was like telling the truth and consenting to searches and shit. It's like, dude, these people are not going to cut you a break. If you confess to a crime, your ass is going to go to jail. Fucking give your attorney something to work with, man. If you get pulled over, tell them, I don't know anything. I do not recall. Like, that's your number one go-to statement. If somebody comes to your house, the warrant, if you get pulled over, if you've been drinking, don't take the breathalyzer test. Don't ever do that. Go, just tell them to take you downtown and get blood tests. The chances that you're gonna sober up by the time they give you the blood test are exponentially higher than that you're actually gonna fucking not be hammered on the side of the road. Always make them do their work, dude. It's their job to convict you. Make them prove it. Stop confessing. Stop consenting to searches. Stop fucking blowing on that breathalyzer, man. Just go downtown, go through the fucking drama of taking a blood test, and give yourself a fighting chance. Like I said, I may make a whole video on this. Like, I'm a fucking back the blue guy 100%, because I think that I don't want to see my city turn into fucking San Francisco or Portland or all these places where this defund the cop idea has taken hold. But at the same time, like, man, come on, there's like fucking limits. Like, leave people the fuck alone, you know, that are not really causing problems. There's got to be some kind of middle ground between fucking, you know, arresting everybody with a dime baggie and just letting people just walk around like zombies, just totally destroying your city. So anyway, man, that's what we've been doing, laying in bed, watching a lot of TV. I finally got to obese. I am officially obese with six-pack abs and cuts and veins. You can definitely see that I'm carrying more water than ever, but man, the body fat is not coming, guys. I don't know. It's like all water, and it's weird because you would think, I mean, I think it's all water. My biceps are growing. I don't know what it is, but I'm up, 19 pounds in 13 days. One guy was like, aren't you really, in the comments, he's like, aren't you really concerned about this rapid weight gain? No, why would I be concerned? I mean, like I said, I'm not going to beat the horse. Like, the rebound gains, water retention, all kinds of shit. Like, I don't know. But I finally made it. I'll feel a lot better about this when I'm 210 or 210 plus. We'll see what where this leads us. I'm going to keep running everything exactly where I'm running it right now until I find out if I'm going to have any E2 side effects, or if I start having some side effects of high E2, just even if I don't have nipple problems. I think it'll start causing problems downstairs if I let it get too high. Usually what happens is it starts getting a little less stiff than I would like to be, a little harder to maintain throughout the act is usually a sign that my E2 is getting a little on the high end. And so I may have to do some tinkering with my dosages to see where we can dial it in. I'll probably bump the Masteron up a hair, but I'm not going to do that until I absolutely know that I have to, because my wife and I are finally getting back to some semblance of normalcy as far as our marriage goes. So I know this video is kind of all over the place. I wanted to get something out. I think I'm going to title this, I achieved my goal of becoming obese, just because it's funny. And then hopefully in the next couple of days, at least I'll be able to get back to the gym, and I can shoot some update progress videos when I'm actually got a pump and not just laying around being shitty looking, and feeling better. Again, if I feel better, maybe I'll either shoot some video in bed and just subpar lighting. The camera on that MacBook is not great, but like you guys don't give a shit, right? Most of y'all seem to be listening to this shit on the road. I could be just recording audio only and it probably wouldn't matter. Just get some content out. So maybe I'll talk about maybe I'll give some legal advice. Even though I'm not an attorney, I can at least tell you what not to do if you ever fucking talk to the police. God damn, I cannot believe the shit that I've been seeing. And then maybe I can run off some more of my prison stories, or just some story videos, so at least I can think about something else other than laying in bed just fucking napping all day. So there you have it. I think my dinner's about ready. I'm gonna go try to get some food in. Maybe we'll get to 210. Maybe I'll shoot some more content tonight, or do some live streams. If you guys are watching this and you got questions that I could turn into a live stream, that might motivate me to sit in bed in front of the camera and look like fucking death warmed over, and actually produce some content, because I do want to keep this momentum going. I was on I had the good momentum. Yeah, I was making 2-3 videos a day, and this fucking disease has got me, is screwing me up, and I don't want to you know, fall back into that state where I was only making content like, you know, a few times a month. So I'm trying to be committed to keep cranking it out. So anyway, there you have it. I'm gonna go eat some burgers and fries, I think is what my wife is hooking up in there, and then maybe afterwards get back on here and shoot some more content. So as always, thank you for watching. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking more stupidity in the comments on this video just because of the title. It might entice some people who don't usually watch my channel to come over and tell me what an idiot I am. I do want, for the sake of transparency, to say that while I'm making light of the fact that I am now officially obese with six-pack abs, there's gonna be some smart guy in the comments who's gonna be like, well, you know, bro, That actually doesn't matter. You're still really unhealthy. The reason that we use BMI is because the body doesn't care whether you're obese because you're fat or whether you're obese because you have body dysmorphia and you built an unnaturally large amount of muscle onto your frame. It's still stressing and straining your cardiopulmonary system, and it could shorten your life. Yes, dude, I fucking know. Like, I think every bodybuilder knows somewhere deep down inside that it's probably not a fucking good idea to, be walking around with 70 to 150 pounds of fucking lean contractile tissue or muscle tissue on your body. Like, none of us think that this is a good idea. Like, this is like the way to maximize longevity. And that's why it's just so mind-blowing when I see in the comments somebody who's it's always like some skinny little fuck, who's gonna tell me like, bro, this is not really that healthy. Really, dude? It never occurred to me that being this size, taking like 15 different drugs a day, having high cholesterol, fucking racing pulse rates, and it never occurred to me that maybe possibly not the optimal thing to do to maximize longevity. Like, you eat your fucking tofu burgers, okay? Enjoy your veganism. Enjoy your fucking micronutrient deficiency. You can be 140 pounds soaking wet for the rest of your pathetic, miserable life, eating your bean burgers, and you can feel good living to be 150 years old. I don't give a shit. There is no chance. If I had a choice between becoming a vegan and literally dropping dead tomorrow, I will fucking take death hands down. It's not even a fucking question. Like, that would be like a new form of punishment. That's what they should do to bodybuilders. Like, don't take our steroids away. Just force us into veganism and watch how quickly we start offing ourselves in record fucking numbers. I read this dumb fuck ass article the other day. See, now I'm ranting. Who cares? I read this dumb fuck ass article. I think it was in The Atlantic, which pretty much, if you see an article written by The Atlantic, you should just absolutely pass. Just don't even, but I get sucked in every time. And they get you these sneaky fucking headlines, where they give you a headline that makes you think they're going to actually talk about, the headline or something of value. The headline was like, the average American is eating too much protein. And I'm like, okay. I kind of call bullshit, but let's have a look at what you're talking about. So I'm reading through this article, and it's all it is just one giant PSA for veganism. They say like 10 sentences about like the average American doesn't need to eat a gram of fucking protein per pound of body weight, which that's right. If you don't, if you're not a weight trained athlete, if you're not fucking bodybuilding, you definitely don't need all that protein. Most adults can fucking be perfectly fine eating like 70 grams of protein a day. You really don't actually need that much just to sustain your physiology. And so, of course, they immediately point out that most Americans have become obsessed with eating all this protein, which one of the reasons is because most Americans are obese. And it's really hard to become obese. I know, I did it. It's extremely hard. See, now I'm going to be talking shit about obesity forever. Be like, well, I'm obese and I have fucking six-pack abs. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. It's hard to become obese on chicken breast and white rice. It's fucking really hard. Okay? It's really easy to become obese eating Haagen-Dazs and fucking and cake and cookies and fucking brownies and shit like that. It's real easy to become obese. So maybe, just maybe, the reason that Americans are focused on protein is because they figured out that if you sit around and eat dry-ass chicken breasts all day, you typically don't overeat. But I digress. Yes, you don't need a lot of protein. But so the article starts out like it's going to teach you some valuable shit about life, and then it immediately goes straight into, you should definitely be a vegan because eating animals is bad and it's destroying the environment and the animals are suffering, and if you could just please eat they've got shit in the vegan diet now I've never even heard of. Besides like the tofu and the bean burgers and the lentils, and there was some other word. I don't even know what the fuck. I couldn't pronounce half the shit. I don't know what these people are fucking eating. And then of course it's like there's this great part where they tell you all the reasons you should be a vegan. Primarily because of climate crisis, lies, and bullshit, and like animals that nobody should give a fuck about. And then it gets down to the reasons that most people fail at being vegans. It's like you can't script it. The number one reason on the list that people fail to maintain their vegan diet is because they don't get enough protein. And so they start out the article saying most Americans are eating too much protein because they eat animals. So do the right thing and become a vegan. There's lots of ways you can get protein. But if you become a vegan, the number one reason that you will fail at veganism is because you don't get enough protein. Oh my God, these idiot fucking people. And then apparently, I've had more than one person suggesting that the reason that the Red Bulls are putting me to sleep at night is the B vitamins. And I'm always like, B vitamins? How the fuck could you possibly be short on B vitamins? I've got to be at like 1,000% of my daily allowance of B vitamins every fucking day. And so I couldn't figure out where all this talk about B vitamins is coming from. Well, it turns out that that's something that vegans really struggle with. Like if you're on a full vegan diet, I guess it can cause B vitamin deficiency. So I guess like, I don't know, maybe vegans don't drink a lot of Monsters because dude, there's like 350% of your daily allowance of B vitamins in a single can of Monster. So hey vegans out there, if you guys are all like fucking getting scurvy and you're all like pallor and sick and looking like fucking zombies because you don't eat the fucking delicious red meat and white meat and fish and shit. This bounty that God's earth brought forth for you. If you have decided to eschew all these delicious animals and now you're withering away from B vitamin deficiency, drink a fucking Red Bull and bang, there's all your fucking B vitamins. It's got like B6, B12, I think B3. There's a lot of them in there. You'll be good to go, man. I don't know, dude. I think the fucking, the COVID's rotting my brain. That's what's really rotting our brains. It's not the roids. It's the fucking COVID. They did this shit intentionally. I have not been firing on all cylinders since I got this fucking stupid bug, but there you have it. I'm gonna stop rambling. Please join me in the comments in celebrating my 6-pack obesity gains. I'm at 209 today. I'm hoping to be at 210 by the end of the day, and I will have finally achieved a goal that I set for myself like a year and a half ago and thought was impossible. And then we're gonna keep the party rolling, man. Because the good news is, I don't have anything to fear. Like I'm one of these fucking people that I have zero to fear about gaining too much water weight or too much fat, even if it was fat. Like I can knock fat off my body in no time. At whatever point I decide to stop this meteoric rise in body weight gain, all I have to do, the only thing I have to do, literally, is stop taking the MK677 and I will have no appetite at all, and I will start consuming overnight probably half the calories that I'm eating now, and all of this fucking excess weight will just start falling off my frame. So maybe that's what I'll do. You know, maybe we'll just see. Maybe I'll push this thing as high as I can get it and then show you the other half of the equation, which is when you take the ghrelin agonist out, how quickly you just fucking peel off all the excess non-contractile tissue body weight that we have. And we'll see, that would be a good way of finding out like exactly how much of this was just purely water. Because if it's all water, if I'm not building any actual muscle tissue, then it will all fucking disappear just as fast as I put it on. So maybe that will be coming up very soon, depending on how big I manage to get. We'll just have to see. So, as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.